if you go down to the woods today, you're in for a very evil surprise. Hi everyone, it's me Ben and welcome to Entertainment Zone. I'm sorry I haven't been around lately. I've actually seen a lot of movies already this year. Les Mis, Zero Dark 30, Wreck-It Ralph, The Croods, but I've just been super busy and haven't always managed to get round to doing reviews. Also Great and the Powerful too, so I might go back and do like a Entertainment Zone rewind and review those movies that I've missed out at some point. But today I'm going to record a review. Firstly, this review for the Evil Dead remake, which I saw last week, and also for Iron Man 3, which I saw this week. So yes, the Evil Dead. I've been very interested to see how this movie is going to turn out, because, you know, the original Evil Dead is a very iconic horror movie, and you know, it was a very unique movie, and you know, it has this big cult following, and you know, with horror remakes, a lot of the time they can be disappointing. So it was interesting to see how they were going to remake such an iconic movie as The Evil Dead. But I was pleasantly surprised, actually. I was very enthusiastic about the movie. We had great performances by all of the cast. I'm highly impressed that the movie used minimal visual effects too. A lot of the effects were done practically. And the Deadites looked awesome. You know, the makeup design, everything about that was awesome. It's one of the goriest films I've ever seen. I would say more gory than scary. Now, I don't have a problem with gore at all. You know, as you know, I'm a big fan of Saw, but there were some scenes in this that even made me go, "Oh lordy," you know, like, oh, you know, it didn't make me. Wasn't repulsed because I can handle gore, but for me to go, oh, you know, that's a big deal. I found that the movie as well, it was faithful to the original movie, but at the same time it was its own movie that stood on its own two legs, and you know, it didn't try to be an exact remake of the original. It was its own 2013 Evil Dead. And I think, you know, the main thing about that was they didn't try to replace Bruce Campbell as Ash, you know. Instead they chose, you know, a female lead. And it worked, you know, because, you know, Ash, again, this iconic character, why remake it, you know? Let's take a new route. It was less comedic than the original Evil Dead series as well. And I think that worked. I do think that worked. I liked that. There were moments where I may have laughed, and it was unintentional. You know, they weren't out to make me laugh, but you know, I may have giggled. But it was more. It was very much trying to be a more straight up horror gore fest movie. I mentioned the female lead. That was, of course, Jane Levy as Mia, and she really did give an amazing performance. You know, she's trying to give up drugs, go cold turkey, and then all this, you know, crazy stuff starts happening, and her performance was really enthralling. Both as Mia and you know, the Deadite possessed, however you want to describe it, version of Mia. You know, and her friends, you know, the actors that played, you know, the friends, you know, David, Eric, Olivia, and Natalie, they gave good performances too, and you know, some of the death scenes in it are really horrific, but you know, it was an exciting, fun horror movie. Also, The Cabin in the Woods came out, and it really, took a look at the horror genre and, Cabin in the Woods movies. So, it's a bold move being the first horror movie that's based on, a Cabin in the Woods scenario to follow that movie. And so maybe it was a good choice to have The Evil Dead do it, but it showed why those movies really can work. The movie also has a post-credit scene, which Evil Dead fans should look out for, and there are homages to the original movie. Both in the movie and during the end credits. Listen out for certain sound bites. True fans of the movies will enjoy. So yes, I thoroughly recommend The Evil Dead. And again, I just want to give a shout out to the movie's director, Fede Alvarez. I hope I pronounced that right. Visually, Alvarez has done an amazing job. And it shows. Now I think Bruce Campbell and Sam Raimi were also involved on a producer level, and I'm glad that they were able to put their input into the movie. And there's been talks of making a sequel to Army of Darkness, the third entry in the original Evil Dead series. And then following that, there's even talks of Mia and Bruce Campbell's Ash character, colliding and the two universes coming together. Would I like that to happen? Yeah, I would actually. I'd like to see how that goes down. So I really enjoyed The Evil Dead, and it's worth checking out. I'm just going to mention a few quick spoilers, so if you haven't seen the movie, be sure to stop watching now. Yes, the post-credit scene was Ash turning around, just in a blank, dark area, and turning to the camera going, "Movie," his catchphrase. Nice shout out there. And, I mentioned that gore doesn't bother me. The scene that really got me was when Mia had her arm under the truck, and she pulls it out, and all the flesh starts ripping away, and the bone crunches off. Stuff like that doesn't normally bother me, but that was just so realistic. I was like, wow. But things like sawing and the Abomination's head in half, and one of the characters ripping their own face off. This was good, fantastic, gory fun. Just a few little spoiler things I wanted to mention there, but I won't go into too much detail. So yes, if you haven't already, check out The Evil Dead. If you have seen the movie, let me know what you thought in the comments. And for all the latest movie news and reviews, be sure to subscribe. Don't forget, you can follow me on Twitter at BLMaiden. And we have the Tumblr as well. I'm not been as active on that lately, so maybe that's something I need to get back into. You can find it at entertainmentzone.tumblr.com. And I shall see you very, very soon.